working on the first primary tube. Got all the old studs out, got the new piece sitting up there. What I did was mark the top, then I took that down here, lined the top up in the center, marked the 4 corners, used a cherry picker, beat on that, and kind of got the square shape I need to start to form. Now I got my hammer that just happens to be close to the shape I need, and to see if that will finish it off the rest of the way. Pretty close. Got the first primary tube shaped out to a square. It doesn't look too bad. I'm going to go ahead and try to tack it in here and let's see how that goes. It's not that easy. I didn't clean the mill scale off or anything because I'm literally just tacking fitting. When I take it off and weld it out, I'll clean everything up. I went ahead and just cut this out here. I think it'll make it a little bit easier. When I go for final assembly, I'll pull the engine back out and clean up all the sheet metal, make it look all good. I'm working farther down the pipe. Got a few pieces cleaned up. What I do is kind of hold them, get the piece shaped roughly how I want it, stick it up in there. What I know I want is I want to get the collector end up in this area here. So at first I'm just kind of eyeballing it, seeing how it goes. This pipe's going to be on the bottom corner. Once you got it how you like it, I'll take a pen and I'll just make marks where I'd like to weld them at, and then I can take them down and tack them. So we got our pieces marked up the way we want them. Just going to take them down to the car, line your pin marks back up and just tack them up. Sometimes you can get it without filler rod. That's what I prefer to do. It's just a little easier. Then I'll just put one decent sized tack so it doesn't break off. Now we're just going to take this over here, line that mark back up, tack it back on there. First we're going to cut a piece of pipe to make sure I like how it's clocked. One thing I found that made it easier, I'll put a little glob of filler metal right close to the seam, but not in the way of it. That way when you're holding the pipe up there, you don't have to try to hold the filler metal at the same time. They make jigs for this kind of stuff, but they're not cheap. Maybe look into building something for it. But for now, this works just fine. As long as it's close to your seam, you can just heat it right back up and just wet it over onto the new tube. Might be a big glob, but it holds it. Come back when I weld it out, clean it up later. I'll just heat it up and just kind of bring it over to the piece I'm adding. Looking pretty good so far. Getting excited. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there with the first tube. I'm not exactly sure what my merge collector will look like when I get it, but for now I like it. We'll move on to the second one and see how it goes. Get a few of them done, pop them out and weld them out. Well, I'm gonna call it a day. Got my first primary tube done. Got the stub for my second one shaped. It's like a rectangular port. I got lucky, and what I did was shaped it around this hammer first. And I used this sharp lip over here to sharpen the edges up. Then just set it down in there and helped it in the last little bit until it slipped in there. I'll weld it out, back grind it, port match it when I'm done. Just wanted to give a shout out to BoostedBoiz. These guys, you know, they're always making stuff like this by hand with just whatever he's got. It's just a big inspiration for me, and Emelia, Hartford too. I watch both their pages and they've helped me out with my fabrication quite a bit. So thanks guys.